Well, welcome to my new video. Sorry it's been a while, I ain't done a video in a long time. I do work 6 days a week and run a little business as well, a part-time business, so I don't get a lot of time at all. But I'll try my best this year. Well, this video I'm going to show you how to make this wonderful little FM transmitter. It's got a Bluetooth module, so you can connect to this via Bluetooth. And also it's got a microphone on the side, which is really handy. You know, you could listen to wildlife in your garden, or you could put this near your TV and turn it off with your headphones on so you don't bother anyone else, you know, put the volume up then, as high as you want. Great. So you can, you know, broadcast your music from your phone, say, straight to this Bluetooth device and straight through to the transmitter then. So anything you play on your phone will be transmitted then to an FM radio. I built this for a mate who doesn't live in the UK. So I'll show you how to build this. Easy to build, parts are very cheap. Welcome. It's connected to my phone, which is downstairs, which I think the phone's off at the moment. But it's a great little transmitter. And I'll show you how you can build one of these yourself. It uses, well, I built this slot panel. I haven't got a 3D printer, you know, one of them things like, so I'll just bit of perspex at the top and bottom there, and sandwiched the transmitter module and the Bluetooth module in between, and place it on top of an battery box. There we go. It's got rechargeable batteries because the transmitter module, the IC, can take a maximum of 5 volts. So 1.2 rechargeable batteries, you know, 1.2 volts. Obviously if you're using normal batteries, you know, they add up to another 6 volts, which is too powerful. So it's got an on off switch. Show you how to build it. Very easy, very cheaply. Let's get on with it. This RF meter from China, where I got the idea from, has got its buttons on the outside. Just clip them. Now, I was originally going to drill holes to access the frequency adjustment and the volume buttons on the transmitter here, but I thought, no, I'll keep it neat and tidy as it is, because I can just pop underneath here and adjust them. And they don't really need adjusting anyway, because you've got a volume adjustment on the Bluetooth module, one on the phone obviously, and this is up to nearly maximum. I think it gets to 30, it's on 29, so don't need to mess about with that. And you can adjust the frequency from underneath, and the other button here on the end is a pause button, which I'm not going to use. Bluetooth, you can access the buttons here, the volume buttons, transmit or receive, because it does both. Obviously it's on receive. Just thought I'd let you know that. I'll show you a parts list in a minute for the parts for this. I think it cost about 12-13 quid. Not a lot. Quite cheap for what it is. Here's the original version. Look at the difference. A lot neater, isn't it, that one? You've got all the USB power sticking out of there, and you've got the power going into the FM module there sticking out, and big audio leads. How slim this audio lead is, you can hardly see it. Yeah, what a big difference. Looks a lot nicer on the left, doesn't it? Or you can build it like that if you want. You know, it's a bit quicker to build. What we're going to do is measure 55 by 55mm. Let's get ready to cut or mark up. This is a stone cutter. Hopefully it does this. I should go for this. Get a bit of luck. One side done. Cut the other side. Let's cut the second piece. That's it. I didn't come out too bad, did I? Very good. Lovely. One side. There we go. Well, this is the transmitter module. It'll come packed very well, but you can just get it back a little bit. It's a very simple transmitter. You got your frequency adjustments here, your volume and your pause. That pauses the audio, not the RF. Not very big, quite slim. Can you see that? Got your microcontroller there, got a bit of EEPROM. That's your audio amplifier for your microphone. And that's the FM transmitter. Just there, very small. The crystal next to it. And your RF output. It's just there. Okay, next we need to connect the antenna to the RF output on here. I could use one of these. This is an SMA connector, but it just adds bulk to the side of it. But I want to try and keep this as slim as neat as possible. So we're just going to run an RF cable on RF antenna straight to there. Job done. Okay, what we'll do, we'll get the antenna wire in. Always use flux because it doesn't half out when you're soldering. Let's get the antenna soldered in. What we will do is drop a bit of hot glue on the antenna wire, because otherwise it's just going to fatigue, it's just going to snap off eventually. So drop a hot glue on here a bit. That'll do. Okay, that's the transmitter module complete. Wasn't a lot to do, just attach your antenna. Job done. We'll do the Bluetooth module next. This is the Bluetooth module, very simple module. Use these in a couple of projects, they're great. The audio quality is great. They're very simple. There we go. See that alright? Simple. Very small. No screen. What I need to do with this is strip it apart, because I want it very low profile to fit inside the display next to the transmitter. So this is quite bulky, so I want to narrow it down. And I want to remove the USB because I'll power it from underneath direct. Get rid of this bulky USB port. No screws. I should just get my nail in. I should be able to open this up. I've done them before, so I do know the come up parts easy enough. That's it. There we go. Simple as that. Okay, to remove this USB connector, got a bit of wick here. I've put a load of flux on it, does help. Should be the solder on the data and the power. That's most of the solder now removed. I don't know if you can see that. It is loose now. So I'll just, there we go. That's it, without the case and the USB connector. It's a lot smaller now. That's it. Nice small display. That's it, most of the parts done now. Transmitters, got the antenna on now, all done. Bluetooth module, is had the case and the USB connector removed. on the perspex, top and bottom. Should put it all together now. I've got a load of these spare. These are standoffs. I was using these when I was building PCs many years ago. So these are going to be ideal to go in between these two. Perfect for the job. And I've got managed to match 4 up that I've got equal heights. So they do bang on. Now here's the fun bit. Got to be extremely careful here. They're very easy to break, so drill very slowly. That's the first one. Second one. That's 4 of them drilled without breaking it. That's good enough. Okay, to get them lined up, I simply just put this one on top of the second one. Line it up the best I can. Just start the first hole, then I can pop a drill bit in it, just hold it in place. That's it, got the drill bit holding the one corner now. So we've got the 2 done now, we've just got the other 2 to do now. Let's crack on. Last one there, got the 3 drill bits in there, all lined up. Fingers crossed we don't break it now. All lined up. Your 2 panels. Not perfect, but it's good enough what I need it for. Now it's a tricky bit now. I've just drilled this out slightly. It's slightly too narrow for this thread. It's just being very careful now. I'm getting these to start. Just got to go very slowly. That's it. So 1 in, all the way home. 2 in, 2 to go. All in, without breaking it, not too bad. Looks okay, doesn't it? Okay, all drilled. I've drilled these, the top piece, I've drilled them to 4mm. Does it all fit? Let's hope so. Well, we'll remove the USB port from this Bluetooth module, so just got to put the power supply back in. Okay, let's get it down. It's all warmed up. You ain't going to see this, it'll be underneath the transmitter. No, you ain't going to see a thing. Right, next I've just got to wire the power into the transmitter. I'll take it from the battery box. You can power this 2 ways. You can go in the side here with the micro USB, or straight for the board. There's a 3 to 5 volts. So what I'll do, I'll bring the leads in straight in here, and from the back of it I'll power up the Bluetooth module. The wires on the Bluetooth module now cut to length. We're just going to tin these. That's it, just feed the wires in there. So one, like that, and we'll solder it from the other side. Now we're going to solder the Bluetooth power supply to the back of the transmitter. Be a bit tricky, but it can be done. Alright, now, last part now. What we're going to do is put it all together. Now, I don't really want to, I was going to hot glue this in, but I don't want to do that. I want to put it in so it can be taken out if I need to, adjust it or whatever, modify it. Or if anything goes faulty. So what I'm going to do, I've got some foam, so I'm just going to put the foam underneath there, just to level it all out. Put it down, put the lid on, and it'll keep everything nice and tight. Hopefully without damaging any of the screens. So we'll give that a go. Oh, I almost forgot, this audio lead that goes from the Bluetooth module to the input of the transmitter. That goes in the side here, obviously, of the Bluetooth module. So we're going to go around the side of it, but I might go underneath. So we'll see how that goes. I wish I could have filmed this bit, it took that long. I had to get the Bluetooth module in the right place, but the audio lead sort of around the back, which is not quite in place yet, but I should be ready to put the lid on soon. Okay, let's put the cover on. It looks all in place. It's a bit tight on the screens, but I should be okay. That's it. Come down very nice. Got a bit of an odd screw here, but the post's different thread. Be okay that. And the audio lead tucked into the transmitter. See there, very nicely. So it's gone around the back here and side. So that's very neat. Should you try it? Ready? No, looks very good. Main thing is, does it work? This is the first time this has been turned on. Right, good side. Very good. Wow, connected to my Bluetooth on my phone in about 2 seconds. Very good. We'll test it next. Looks great, doesn't it? I like it. Very nice. Might be a bit hard for this camcorder to focus on that. Nice one. Very good. Very happy. We'll give it a test next. Nice one. Oh, you're asking what's the transmission range of this transmitter? Well, at maximum I think it's about 10, 11 milliwatts. Don't sound a lot, but I've built thousands of transmitters over the years. Mainly 433 megahertz, but I've done, I don't know, I've experimented with a lot of FM transmitters that are, you know, within the 88 to 108 megahertz, you know, your radio frequencies, and from 10, 11 milliwatts. With the antenna, well, with the transmitter, say on the second level, you know, 15, 20 feet off the floor. With your car stereo, they're quite sensitive. You're going to get 400 or 500 meters, and I mean meters. You'd be surprised. You don't need a lot of power to get, you know, to get a good distance. With a handheld radio, probably a bit less than that, because car FM radios are pretty sensitive. But you'd be surprised what range you get with this. For a little device. What we're going to do here is just see what voltages can go down to, because we're obviously using rechargeables, so it adds up to about 4.18 volts, just under 5 volts. So I've got my variable power supply here. We'll see what it takes to power the transmitter and the Bluetooth module up. Okay, got the power supply all rigged in. Let's try it. 2 volts? I don't think so. Nah, nothing. 3 volts. What? Oh hey! Transmitter powers up at 3 volts. You can just about see that. Bluetooth module not on yet. I'll show you it will on 4 volts. 4 volts, yep, it all powers up. 4 volts. So we know how to work 4 volts or just under. Or should we go 3.5 volt, 3.4 volt. Not quite. Not for the Bluetooth module. Should we go 3.6 volts? Yep. So about 3.6 minimum. Like my old watt meter though. It's got a 150 watt double load. There we're at. And this is as well, this is a milliwatt meter. Extremely rare meters now, you don't see many of these about. We'll do an RF test on it next. So the RF output with the transmitter module is. Here's one of these FM transmitter modules, the one I built with this Bluetooth module. That's an identical one here, rigged up to this Chinese RF meter, which is quite accurate. I put it on my mate's machine and very accurate at about 5%. Good enough anyway. Let's power it on. That's transmitter on. 87.5 megahertz, and we're displaying 5.2 dBm. It's about 5.2 milliwatt. Don't sound a lot, but say 10 milliwatt, they get you hundreds of meters, hundreds of feet, with the antenna placed 20 foot off the floor. 103 megahertz, and we are on 9.5 dBm at 9.5 milliwatts. That's good enough. You put this for an amplifier. I've got an amplifier actually downstairs. I might do that in the next video, and I'll rig one of these up to the amplifier and probably get 300 times the power, about 3 watts. So I've just plugged it into my 1956 milliwatt meter, and it's showing about 6-7 milliwatts, so it's not far off what this is showing. That's a very old meter. Great, these bird meters. Quite rare now. That goes up to about 150 watts. Beautiful. Did have two. I sold one about 15 years ago. Just going to give you a quick demo of this working. Here's my Huawei phone, only a basic one, Huawei Smart, 2019 I think, something like that. Alright, we'll turn it on. Welcome, hi. Bluetooth connects in literally 2 seconds to my phone. There's the radio. Okay. Now I'll play one of my YouTube videos from my phone. Straight to the Bluetooth to the app, through the transmitter and to the radio. Everything seems to say welcome from China. There you go. That's coming through the radio now. Right, so one side done. Just approve it. Very nice. There we go. Simple as that. That's how Bluetooth works. It's great, isn't it? Simple, easy. And don't forget, you've got the microphone. That's as quick as that. So to use that, let me just turn this radio off because I'll get feedback. Just unplug the audio input. Just try and grab that. There we go. Now we can use the microphone. There we go, it's on, next to my TV. This is an small part, it's an 0603. Bluetooth's been disabled now, pulls the line in out. So the microphone's been activated. There's one of my old videos. Microphone's pretty good on it. Very sensitive.
Still focused.
You can actually hear now one of my YouTube videos playing from my TV. Clear in it. Very good. I hope you like this video. I've not done one for a while. Hopefully I'll do some more soon.
Next part to be installed is the first transistor.
Look at yourselves and see you all soon.